It's Opikoa, and we're coming at you with some Shanks gameplay. I think this might be the best deck going into next format. A lot of people are excited about Blackbeard, but Shanks feels so strong. The top end is just crazy, and then you're playing this anti-black package with the Ace and the Marco, which can be revived. So you have a very strong deck. Let's take a look into our first game. You don't do a lot in your first turns. It's a lot of passing. You want to leave up your events like Red Hawk, and then you want to set up like KOing extra characters. Like this Jinbei, for instance. We're going to minus 1k on this Jinbei to set up Red Hawk. If you don't know what Red Hawk does, it gives a plus 4k, and then it pops a 4k or less character. So because we minused using leader ability, we could pop the Jinbei. And then we're just going to curve out with an Ace. And then our opponent has a slow start here. They lead off, Jinbei into Mihawk. Mihawk is not an optimal drop off of that. He does find a Weevil. And then he's negging a bunch of cards off of this Teach. So we're going to counter out pretty aggressively. We've already got some top end in our hand. And then we're just going to try and control board. We're going to go 7 into this Mihawk and then 5 with leader, and then we're going to be able to drop the blocker again. Because he's got two 5,000 power characters on the board, that is going to be a draw 2, discard 1 off of silvers. And then he Gravity Blades. We're going to use Ace's ability to keep him on the board, which is again why this card is so strong. He's going to swing. He's going to cycle out a Kaido, which I'm really happy to see. Granted, we're not going to drop down that low very fast here, and he does. So there I counter out really aggressively because the only way he can swing and kill my guy is if he uses Teach, which would just be a straight up neg 1. So I'm okay with that because now I clear his board. He only has 1 card, so I can just swing 7k into his board, 8k into the Weevil, and I'm set. And now I'm playing Shanks, so I have nothing but top end. He's gonna swing into life a few times here. Like, we're just gonna keep removing board. It's all gonna go great for us. He goes 11. We can't deal with this. Actually, I could have minus 1. Oh, but he dropped a Boa off of it, so he's gonna go to 12. Yeah, and then I just minus on Teach so that he can't swing with that. And then we're gonna Relays, remove board. So as you can see, we're just gonna keep removing board, and then he's gonna swing. We're gonna find cards off of our top end, off of life, off of drawing, eventually. Luckily, I hit a Shanks. I mean, my hand, if I hit another like 2k counter or event, was looking really bricked up. Like I just wouldn't have been able to do anything except swing with leader. But we did find this Shanks, which is huge. And he's just kind of rounding out of options here. I'm slowly going to build up a board. I'm going to keep a million cards in hand. And now I've just got a ton of counter and a big board. I might even be able to go for lethal next turn, depending on what he does. So 9, he's going to drop a Weevil off of leader ability. We're going to minus, and then we're going to Red Hawk, pop this Teach. Let's get rid of that problem. Here comes Law, pick up the Weevil for no reason, really. And then we're just going to swing really aggressively in the face because he's only got 2 attacks next turn. And if he drops too low, we've got a bunch of rushers, so we should be able to kill him. He over counters there. It doesn't really matter. We're going to Ben Beckman, remove Law, and now he's got a clear board. And I've got one up for Radical Beam if we're in dire streets. But blue doesn't have very much rush, so. And Blue Doflamingo has virtually 0, so. Yeah, I hit him with the GG in chat, and yeah, that's game. And he concedes. Let's take a look at another game. Okay, Red Purple Luffy is a very hard matchup because they swing so big, they drop massive bodies. They're basically doing what we do, but faster. and like we get the benefit of our leader ability and being 5 life. They get the benefit of being a 6k leader and ramping very aggressively. So obviously we have trade-offs. He's playing around Red Hawk as he should. And then we're gonna go 7. Yeah, like it doesn't feel great, but it's fine. Here he goes 6k into lead. That's fine. We're just gonna 2k. I think about Red Hawking because we could pop Nami, but maybe we can get better value here. I should have minus the Nami though. Definitely made a little bit of a mistake. So I end up having to give him 3 2Ks that turn. Not well played on my end. We are just gonna, Shanks into ace. He's gonna buff his leader with Yasop, drop an Onami. We top deck Marco. Narco's gonna pop this Onami for us. We're gonna go 7k lead and leave up this Red Hawk once again. Which there should be one less Nami on this board already. So I just feel like I absolutely made a mistake this game. And then I really want to protect this Marco. It's just not very feasible. So we do Red Hawk here, pop the Nami. Goes 9k. That's gonna get our Marco. 7k lead, we're down to 3. We do just have back-to-back Shanks here, and that should help us remove this board. He Gum Giants, that's fine. He's at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 done. So yeah, he's going back to 10. Drops a Newgate. Newgate's a little scary. We do have silvers, but I think we just have another Shanks, so there's not too many cons of just playing Shanks. The scariest thing he can do here is play Gear 5 Luffy, but a lot of the time we just kill him if he doesn't remove one of our Shanks. So he swings 8, we're gonna take that. We hit Red Hawk so we can minus Luffy out of life. He plays a 9 cost Luffy, Rush Luffy, which just means that this is game over. We hit our third 10 drop Shanks. And here we just go 14-14 because if he Gum Giants twice, that gets him all the way up to 14. I think I probably should have started off with 12 though, just to see what he has. He did have one Gum Giant there, but yeah, he just ends up not having enough counter. And that's the game. Not a very clean game by me, but I'm still picking up the deck. We got a interesting leader here. You don't see Ace all that often, so we'll see how this goes. Ace has access to some really cool cards, and he takes full advantage of cards like Ace, the 5-drop Ace that we're playing. This is the deck that should be using it, so yeah. Again, we don't have very much in these early turns. We just leave up Dawn for Red Hawk and then try and not lose too much life. This is an easy 2k. We minus on leader. Swings 4, discards an event. I'm very happy to see that. Marco pop his 1-drop searcher. Goes 6 lead. He's got to give us a 2k, which I'm happy to see. Because then we're very card neutral right now. If anything, we're card ahead. Just by 1. But yeah, then he flame dances me. I'm probably going to revive this Marco. Yeah, because we're not going to get much value off of Red Hawk anymore. He's going to 6. We'll use leader ability to shrink. And then he's going to go 8. And here you have the option of 2k, 2k. But I think the best thing is to just take it. Because if we preserve the cards in our hand, we can then use them to counter out to save our board. Because like going to 2 at this moment isn't that scary, because we should be able to remove his board. We're going into our, Monkey D Dragon turn. We're going to swing 8 into Ace. We would have then swung 9 into Ace. Now we're just like putting him to 2, and we have 2 bodies on the board. Well, he does hit a trigger off of life, but that gives him, that basically turns into 1k counter, so he can't swing with Shanks. Now he's got the silvers, and then he's got the 6k lead swing, which we can minus and give him a 1k. These Marcos are probably a little stale, same with like the silvers isn't going to get us much value. Yeah, I'd rather counter with Marco first. Yeah, and then we can just get aggressive here. We can go 5 life, 7 life, drop Shanks. And now, like I said, we saved all of our 2k counters. Yeah, we're at 2 life, but now we have all these 2k counters to help us defend this board, which is going to inevitably win us the game. So like from this point, yeah, he has a million cards, but I feel like I'm in a commanding position. He'd have to drop a Shanks on me, a 10 cost Shanks, for me to feel a little bit scared and like pop Dragon or something. But even then I counter out of that, so it's not a big deal. And this, like, I counter out of this. Best option is probably 2k though, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so here I am just gonna try and go for game. So I think that looks like 9, 9, 13. That's the game. That's a math win. He didn't have enough cards to counter that even if he wanted to. Well, I guess that's how it always goes. But yeah, here we go. Looking at, you know, peanut butter Luffy, purple black, peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, you know, as you can see, our games start off very similar. Here, I would rather put him to 3 than bluff an event, because most of the time I would just bluff an event anyways. But yeah. Go 5 lead, drop an ace, and then we'll bluff an event. This time we actually have an event, so it's not bluffing. It's not an event I would play though, unless I go to 3, unless I go to 2 life somehow. And then, like, here's an example of why that 5-drop Marco is so good. Is there's 2 targets on this board that I could pop, and I would be very happy to pop them. This 2-cost blocker on his side and the Mr. 2. Yeah, so we're gonna have to take this 7k swing, but we do get to 2k out of his Bonclay swing. And then, like, we just crash into this Bonclay, see if he blocks. If he blocks, we're happy. If not, whatever. Go 6k lead, and then we're gonna pop whatever lives with silvers. And we're probably just gonna go back-to-back silvers, or Shanks if he drops a Gecko Moria to pop the Gecko. We've got a lot of options right now. Oh, you know what? I don't think I put this. Oh, I did put it on 2x speed. Our opponent is taking their time. It's okay, though. Okay, I spoiled. Oh no, I got impatient. Okay, he drops Gecko Moria, grabs Frankie and that 2-drop blocker that lets him cycle a card, draw a discard. And then, yeah, like I said, we're just gonna Shanks off a Gecko Moria play. He discards Kaido. That's a good card to know that he has. Then 8, we're gonna minus. He doesn't have any other attackers, and we're gonna take it though. Yeah, so next turn we just swing, all at face. Well, I mean 5k into this blocker because we don't want it to live. It's super annoying. If that lives, then we go 6 and then 8. And then we Shanks this Gecko. And now our board is huge. Yeah, he's, you know, at 3 life still, and we're at 2, but our board is literally massive. And then he's gonna Kaido this Ace, which doesn't work because Ace says if if it would be removed. So it does catch the Kaido effect because Kaido says place in the trash. So it gets around KO effects, but Ace is a little better than that, thank the heavens. And here we've got silvers, we've got a lot of swings. I think the best thing is just to go 5, 6, 8, 12, all at life, and then leave up 2 Dawn after we play silvers. Or leave up... Oh, or I just play another ace, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think I should just gone 5, 6, 8, 12. Invest no Dawn and just leave up a bunch of events. Because that's super safe. I guess throwing a blocker down is also very safe. I just think silvers is a bigger body that 100% is going to lead to a win. Whereas like a blocker is not going to secure the win. Actually, I mean, it plays around like Gear 5 Luffy. So maybe the blocker play isn't that bad. You have a lot of options. 9k lead, we can just minus and then rad beam. And then he Gear 5 Luffy's, okay. Which is going to give him essentially 3 attacks. So 1 off of leader this turn, a second attack off of leader next turn, and then swinging with the 12k body. And here it's not very hard, just attach your Dawn and swing. Here I don't have any counter, so that's pretty bad. I do just... Oh, I have 1k, cool. Yeah, I mean, Purple Black Luffy takes advantage of Gear 5 Luffy the best. It's so cool. He ends up with, 6 Dawn after that. You can do a lot with that. He's gonna go 12. We can minus and then Red Hawk, which I think I have to think through here. And then like if he swings again, we can just block. These Zoros, that's fine. Into a Sanji, into a 6k swing. If the 6k goes at anything, I block it, and now I just swing a lot. I swing 7 a million times. There we go, and that's the game. GG to our opponent. Okay, we've got another Doflamingo game. Let's take a look at this. This looks like a lightning fast game, so yeah, let me just check this. I think our opponent just quits. Alright, sorry. Spoilers! We win. But, yeah, as usual, we're gonna go 7 into lead. Guard point. We just want to preserve our life. We saw a pudding, so we know we want to get our cards low. Drop one of our 5 drops. Yeah, like the first 2 turns, this deck doesn't do anything. Five into 5, ace, and then I think we can go 7 into 5. Oh, but leaving up Red Hawk is also just as good. And then here we can minus the law, and then pop using Red Hawk. Man, Red Hawk is very strong. It's a very difficult card to play around too, because you have to invest your Dawn early. Because like if you put the Dawn on the leaders, yeah, and he just gives up, it's like he's mega behind already. And then I've got an amazing curve and nothing but 2Ks. So yeah, like Shanks just has a really good matchup into Dofi. And then let's watch one last game into another Purple Black Luffy. I was really hoping to match into a Marshall D. Teach Blackbeard. Didn't really find one, so You know, if you're a Blackbeard player and you want to do some testing, let me know. Let's jam some games. Anyways, you know, we've got our typical slow start. Black Maria is actually really cool. It turns into a ramp because at the end of the turn, you return a bunch of Dawn. And then you get your 2 Dawn back off of Luffy. So, yeah, really strong. I'm like, holy crap, I need to kill that thing. So I'm going to kill that thing with Red Hawk. Go 5 lead, Marco pop the Searcher. Leave up 1 Dawn, we're always bluffing the event. Too bad we don't have it to revive Marco. Goes 8 lead, we pick up the Gum Gum, Red Hawk, a turn too late. Sanji is super annoying. We are going to pop it with our silvers. We got another silvers, and he just straight up gear 5s me, and that's actually scary. That card is crazy strong. And doing it early when he has no board, just nothing but value for him. Now he drops a Frankie. Minus, we take. We're down to 2 life, and he's got a gear 5 Luffy on board, so it's just not looking good. Go 5 lead, 8 lead. Hopefully he blocks. He doesn't block. I could see going Shanks here. Yeah, I like it. He blocks that. Gecko into this Frankie Searcher. It's not looking amazing. His board is massive. And he's got another blocker. So I mean, next turn I could see silvers popping the blocker. Maybe put in some minus on. Oh, I think we're dead. I think we have lost this game. Yeah, so I guess like as Purple Black Luffy, definitely don't be afraid to drop gear 5 Luffy early, because you end on 6 Dawn, and if you ramped a bunch already, you just end up ahead. So like I'm pretty sure we're like basically on the same Dawn, and he had an extra turn. Wow, I'm super dead. And he's just getting infinite value off of Gecko. We are going to be able to pop Frankie though. So if I live, oh my gosh, if I live, I'm going to kill him. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, so here's the thing. Because he did that, he's going to have 3 swings. Let's just do the math if we live. It's going to be 8, 8, 7. So we need 2k, 2k, which we've got. So I'd actually have to take the first 8k swing just to see what I have. Then he goes 10, and I 2k, 2k, 2k out of that. And then he goes 5, and I 1k. And then on the following turn, I kill. Wow, that was a crazy close game. Yeah, you gotta play around Red Hawk. If he just geckoed after swinging, he wins. So, good game to my opponent. Good game. Alright, let's go over the deck really quick for you. We're on 4 Otama, 2 Sanji, 4 Marco, 1 Shanks, 4 Monkey D. Dragon, 4 silvers, 4 of the new Shanks, 3 silvers, 4 Ben Beckman, 4 Hongo, 4 Lime Juice, 1 Gold D. Roger, triple Ace, 4 Red Hawk, 2 Radical Beam, and 2 Guard Point. Yeah, this deck's really solid. Definitely give it a try. I personally think that this is going to be the best deck in the format. I think it's a very flexible deck, and it can be really powerful, and it's got a lot of ways to build it so that you can win and beat the meta. Let me know if you try it out, what you think. Till next time, peace.